There's a picture on the wall that kinda says it all. It was taken in the sticks where we kick it all year, y'all. There's some hicking and a hopping and a little bit of rocking now. And it all goes down out past the rural ride. It's Friday night, let's take a ride where the moon shines down on the countryside, where the two-lane runs by the old grist mill and the creek bed bends, and that's where we will roll them down, crank it up, dance around, fall in love. And I know where it all begins, out where the dirt road ends, yeah, where the dirt road ends, yeah. Hold on, girl, we ain't got too far. A little bit later, I break out the guitar. Hound dog tapping out a rhythm on a tailgate. Slide a little closer, baby, I can't wait. It's Friday night, let's take a ride where the moon shines down on the countryside, where the two-lane runs by the old grist mill and the creek bed bends, and that's where we will roll them down, crank it up, dance around, fall in love. And I know where it all begins, out where the dirt road ends, yeah, where the dirt road ends, yeah. I'll take me there. It's Friday night, let's take a ride where the moon shines down on the countryside, where the two-lane runs by the old grist mill and the creek bed bends. That's where we will raise some hell, slang some mud, drink a toast to what we love, wind it out or take it slow, fool around where roads don't go, hanging out with all our friends, living life out where the dirt road ends, yeah, where the dirt road ends, yeah, the dirt road ends, yeah, the dirt road ends, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
Monday, I was dragging like a rusty old wagon. Tires all flattened, got it down back. This late night red eye overtime habit. Tuesday, Wednesday, no better. Thursday, felt like forever. This struggle bus gotta lead to something. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a past blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance, staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. Put my lips on a long neck, drink a little of my paycheck. Jackpot jukebox when I hear that throwback. George Jones takes me way back like a Kodak. And I'm smiling 'cause you're right on time. And finally, hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst Blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. The work weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst or two and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weekend really gets me in the mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you.
That is the New Music Friday anthem song for the Tim Kelly Show. Her name is Shayna G. I got to meet her in St. Louis, Missouri when I hosted Freedom Jam USA back in 2023. That is called Hello Friday. We're glad the weekend's here, aren't we, ladies and gentlemen? And New Music Friday on the Tim Kelly Show. Jay Jones getting us kicked off tonight with Where the Dirt Road Ends. I have paved the way for the next 3 hours of the best in new country music. We're going to have a great time tonight, and I've got a couple of great radio interviews. Phil McGarrah is going to join me in hour number 1, and Kenny Sweet in hour number 2. I met Kenny Sweet about 10 years ago in Neosho, Missouri, over by Joplin at an outdoor festival they were doing, and I got to see him play live, and we're going to talk and catch up tonight and have a good time playing his music as well. I want to thank everyone for joining tonight, and you can tune in on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio. You can also find me on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air. I'm live over here right now, already chatting with some fine folks that are tuned in, and you can catch me on Facebook Live as well on that Facebook account. And a big shout out and thank you to all of the other stations that replay this program. Great radio stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, down to roadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Radio 94.3 in Sweden, hotandfunkyradio.com, Boone Country in Canada. We are also on Texas Brew Country, or Texas Brew Radio, actually, .com, NBRNonline.com out of Nashville, Tennessee, and all the major streaming formats like iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, wherever you stream music, just Google search The Tim Kelly Show, and you also will be listening to New Country's Best. New music from Blake Smelts. Blake Smelts Music is where you can find him on social media. You Ain't Whiskey on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I got in my way, now I'm stuck in my head, asking why I did it that way, remembering what you said. Now I'm stuck in this city with so much left to learn. Sunsets off the skyline ain't the beauty that I earned. And now it's empty, and the bottle's on the dresser, but it ain't whiskey that I'm looking for. It's the one that used to be beside me everywhere I'd go. Yeah, you ain't whiskey, but you damn sure hit me. another bottle and pour up another round. I throw it back and call a cab. I'm headed off into town. The city nights don't get much sleep, and neither do I. And even with all the crowds, I just can't seem to find. And now it's empty, and the bottle's on the dresser, but it ain't whiskey that I'm looking for. It's the one that used to be beside me everywhere I go. Yeah, you ain't whiskey, but you damn sure hit me. And the bottle's on the floor, but it ain't whiskey that I'm looking for. It's the one that used to be beside me everywhere I go. Yeah, you ain't whiskey, but you damn sure hit me. You damn sure hit me. You damn sure hit me.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
You better look out, you're gonna get it. I'm getting worried for you, you got no idea what you're getting into. I've been alone for all these years. I know you've been hurting. This world can be hard on a boy like you. I know what you've been through. That ain't no reason to keep you feeling blue. Oh, this burning inside me, searching for someone to satisfy me. So much love, what am I gonna do? I'll take it all out on you. It doesn't matter, what's the matter? You do what you gotta do. Well, it comes down to you need me, and honey, I need you. Oh, well, let me tell you, darling, my love is true. Oh, this burden inside me, searching for someone to satisfy me. So much love, what am I gonna do? I'll take it all out on you. Oh, this burning inside me, searching for someone to satisfy me. So much love, what am I gonna do? I'll take it all out on you. Oh, this burning inside me, searching for someone to satisfy me. So much love, what am I gonna do? I'll take it all out on you. Yeah, I'll take it all out on you. Yeah, I'll take it all out on you.
She's making her radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday. Her name is Carrie Fearon. It is Kerryfearon. Carrie Fearon Music is where you can find her on social media, and that is called Take It All Out on You. This next song is a great duet for my good friend Rick Stone and his sister Teresa. Today, tomorrow, forever on The Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I woke up today with your hand in mine, the sunlight creeping through the blinds, the world outside can spin or stall, but here in your arms I've got it all.
Your heartbeat steady, a song I know, like a river that's learned where it should flow. Every step, every mile, we've walked this way, and I choose you again every single day.
Today, tomorrow, forevermore, we'll write our love on time's old door. Through the highs, the lows, the in-between, you're mine now, my always, my evergreen.
Faces tell what we've seen, the hard-earned truths, the in-between. But your laugh still cuts through the noise of life, and I'm proud to wear the name of your wife. Oh, the years ahead I don't need to guess. With you by my side, I'll call them blessed. Every sunrise paints a brand new start, but your name's already etched in my heart. Today, tomorrow, forevermore, we'll write our love on time's old door. Through the highs, the lows, the in-between, you're mine now, my always, my evergreen. You're my always, my evergreen.
This is Beverly Brown Sims, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best.
Well, it's been a long week, got some money to burn. Yeah, quitting time, this much I've earned. Calling up friends, get them on down, 'cause it's 2-for-1 shots of Jack and Crown. Take me down to that honky-tonk color, where the beer is cold, but the girls are hotter. Cowboys are strong, but the drinks are stronger. Redneck, white knuckle, blue collar. The cover band is loud, you can bet your bottom dollar. So let me hear your honky-tonk holler. is loud, you can bet your bottom dollar. So let me hear your honky tonk loud, you can bet your bottom dollar. So let me hear your honky tonk holler. So let me hear your honky tonk holler. So let me hear your honky tonk holler. Honky tonk holler.
Listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday. I'm playing the best in new country music, and the next three songs you're going to hear, you get to hear the stories behind them as well. My good friend Phil McGarrett is with us tonight on the radio. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, Tim. And in the great words of the late great of Hank Snow, hello there, friends and neighbors.
There, exactly. Well, I'll tell you what, we may get a lot of snow this winter. They're predicting too. Hank or not, we're going to get some.
Well, if it snows me in, I can tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to. If you're not live on the air, I'm going to play the rerun of the Tim Kelly Show.
Well, there you go. Hey, I appreciate that. You've been a great supporter of this station, and we've interviewed in the past, and it's great to have you back on and catch up with you tonight as well. And thanks for coming in, too. I see you on my TikTok lives, and we're on there live tonight, so come in and say hello to everybody, and we'll have a good time. But we're going to play three of your songs tonight. You got a brand new one, simply called Country Music. We'll talk about that story here in just a little bit and how that song came about. But you're not too far from me down there in Arkansas. So you've been to Branson a time or two.
Oh, yes, sir. I've had the pleasure of working with Mickey Gilley, and Johnny Lee, and done several TV shows up there, and made, guest spots on. I've never actually, per se, worked a Branson show. I know a lot of my bands sometimes have in the past, and some of them still do. But we, the good thing about musicians, when you're close to a watering hole like that, you can always draw from the pool. If you need extra player or whatever.
Yep, there you go. And you have a band called the Phil McGarrett and the Running on Empty. Man, I've ran on empty, and I try to keep a full tank now, especially if I go way deep into Arkansas.
Some people ask me if I ever do a Jackson Brown song. I said no. He has a G on his song. I don't have one on mine.
Yep.
Mine just running.
Uh-huh. Awesome. You started playing guitar when you were just 5 years old. You watched your brother, your cousins, your uncles, and you used to play in churches and all that kind of good stuff. So were you like self-taught by watching them, or what?
Well, I always had the attitude if you could do it, I can. I mean, you can watch and learn and observe. A lot of the guitar licks and mandolin licks or whatever I use, whatever instrument I'm playing, if I don't come up with it on my own, when I watch other musicians, we all steal off each other.
Uh-huh.
And to put it blatantly, I mean, we love to pick up new little riffs and stuff, to piece together in the music that we create ourselves, So.
Right. That's another thing that is happening, and talking about, kind of feeding off of each other. There's a lot of genres now that are getting incorporated into country music, like that Texas Red Dirt country is kind of its own animal, but there's this Americana genre that sounds a lot like country. And then, Branson, you've been here, the bluegrass is popular here, and then the country, the gospel music too, being right here in the Bible Belt, they love it as well.
Exactly, yeah. As far as the red dirt thing, back in the late 70s, I worked in oil fields in western Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
And I had a gig out there with a hotel that I stayed at. I'd play 2 or 3 nights there in their lounge, just me and a guitar to pay my hotel rent for the week. You know, while I was made a trade out. You know, but I made up songs about working on drill rigs and what it was like in the winter out there, what it was like in the summer. You know, I mean, it's terrible hot out there in the summer and blistering cold in the winter. You know, so,
right. Yeah, I lived in southeast Oklahoma for 20 years, down around Ada, Oklahoma, where Blake Shelton's from, before I came back to Branson and Missouri, where I grew up and was born and raised around Joplin, Missouri, and so not too far from Branson. But you're just a great all-American country boy. You like to do those country things like hunting and fishing, and you love baseball. It doesn't get any more American than that.
Yeah, the number one American sport, in my opinion, is chasing girls.
Yeah, oh, there you go.
I mean that should be a super. If they ever had a Super Bowl, I would try out for that.
You'd try out for that, all right. I'd like to see.
But I hope the Kansas City Chiefs are back in the Super Bowl this year.
I'd like to see you perform the halftime show too, Mum Fearon.
Yeah. There's a lot of controversy on what's going on as far as the plan is, but I you know. I don't understand it. I'm a dinosaur about a lot of things, and that's one of them.
Yep.
But,
well, we were talking about some of the musical influences. One of them we mentioned before we got on the air, and we were talking about was the great George Strait, who has had 60 #1 hits, and you probably have a lot of other influences. You mentioned Hank Snow in the opening too, that made you want to do something in country music. Tell us about some of those guys that really influenced you. Did you listen to them on the radio or what?
Yes. When I was a kid, my older brothers had of course, you know, like I say, we played in all these little hillbilly churches and stuff around everywhere. You know, where we'd go to church, everybody had. Then sometimes, maybe once a month through the spring and summer, they would have singings, you know, gospel singings and stuff, and everybody. It'd wear you out playing music, you know, but they all had dinner on the ground and everything. It was a best of times, you know. Nobody had anything. Nobody ever worried about it. But as far as like the Grand Ole Opry and stuff, at a very small age, or young age, I guess you might say, I would sneak out and get in my brother's car and turn the key on, and I really didn't know what that accessory, you know, when you turn the key backwards, I didn't know what that was. I knew how to turn it on to the on spot there, and I'd turn the radio on, and I'd run their battery down.
I've done that too.
Yeah, listening to the Grand Ole Opry and then the Ernest.
Still playing, it'll last for a few minutes, and it'll shut off, and sometimes I have to turn it back, and, you know, if I'm waiting for my wife to come out of a store like Walmart or something like that, and I'm sitting in the parking lot, I have to turn it back, turn the key back, and then turn it back, and it'll play the radio for another 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, technology is something else anymore. Yep. But no, we in our shows, a lot of times some of these girls will come up and request some George Strait music, which I've had the pleasure of doing a few shows with George. He's a little bitty guy, but he's a monster for his vocals and stuff. I mean, he's a probably one of the greatest entertainers that there were. But anyway, those girls, some of the reactions when they ask me, do you know this song by George Strait? And I'll tell them, yeah, I'll do you some George Strait music, but he's never going to make it in the music business. And watching their expressions and reactions, you know, is it's priceless.
Yep, absolutely. Not too long ago, he did a show, and I think there was 110,000 people. Set a record for people that were in attendance at a live performance. That's pretty awesome.
Yes. Yeah, especially been in your 70s like that. I mean, that's, a lot of these young artists are, you know, strive for stuff like that. But they usually, when they have a big packed stadium like that, they usually have 15 people on the billing, you know, and then rather than just having George Strait. You know? Yeah,
and you were telling me that you.
So.
Yep.
Everybody down here pronounces Burrible. You know, it's not Berryville. You know, it's not Berryville. But anyway, it's he performed at the Carroll County Fair over there one year, and I'm sure that the only thing that's probably changed about the numerical payout now is probably some commas.
Yeah. Yeah,
and,
that's it.
You know, when you get to where you get commas and mixed in with the numbers, your your lifestyle gets drastically improved.
Oh, exactly. You know, I'm almost a millionaire. I've got all the zeros. I just need the one now.
Yeah, that's the toughest one.
That is.
Taking that other step up the ladder.
Yep. I love what it says in your bio, too. It says, our commitment to you is to give you our best show every show, and we run the tightest ship in the business. We strive to give you top-notch entertainment from Bakersfield to Boston. We can be running on empty, but we'll be there.
Yes, sir, we will. I mean, I take a lot of pride in you know, when they book me, we show up. We're pros. I mean, that's what we do for a living.
Yep.
And the main thing about it, I don't, you know, someone's status. It's great if you've done well, and we're happy for you. But somebody that works at a fast food thing or flipping burgers or whatever, we're all on an equal playing field as far as I'm concerned. I mean,
right.
Everybody there, I want them to feel like they're a VIP when they come to our show.
Oh, that's awesome. And I've talked about this before, too. It's those hardworking American people that do that, as Alabama says, work 40 hours a week for a living just to send it on down the line. They're the ones that are buying your show tickets and coming and supporting you so you can do what you love to do for a living, too.
I'm the world's worst sometimes, Tim, you know, on our merch and stuff when we get done with the show, and we have caps and CDs and stuff, you know, songs that I wrote.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have any cover tunes that we have recorded. Everything that I record is all original stuff. You know, I write it myself. But anyway, you can almost read people when they come through, and if I don't. You know,
Speaking of songwriting, it says you wrote your first song when you were 8 years old. It was called "Nighttime in Old Kentucky." What's an old boy from Arkansas know about Kentucky?
Well, I was supposed to. Well, Daniel Boone and David Crockett. You know, I mean, all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was some of my book reports in school, and I never read a book, but I'd watch it on TV or something, you know, and then I'd go to class and tell them about, you know, how you could throw a hatchet and bust a tree open and all this kind of stuff, you know.
Wow.
And you know, back when Daniel Boone show come on, you know, it'd show all that stuff. And Miss McDaniels was my third grade teacher, and she was a poetic person, and she loved little quotes, you know, like from Einstein, Abe Lincoln and stuff. But anyway, as a semester test, we were supposed to write a poem. So I started writing a poem, and then I guess Mac Wiseman and Bill Monroe and the Lubin brothers and them kind of infiltrated me, and so I turned around and started writing. Turned it into a song, a bluegrass song. So
that's awesome. You know, Fess Parker made that role famous, didn't he? Playing Davy Crockett, Daniel Boone, all of that, and that is really cool too. If you ever have a song that ends up on a TV show or in a movie, and that has happened many times in country music for Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton, and a bunch of them. Huh?
Exactly. Yeah, the Gambler was about as big as I think as you can get. You know?
Oh yeah, whole series made of that, and I love that so much. That classic country. I started this station that plays 24/7 on my website called Classic Country Radio, and it's got my voice on there doing a few liners, but it's nonstop, commercial free, the best in 90s country and even beyond, and some of that older stuff like Ray Price. I know he was here in Branson, had a theater here a long time ago. You got Buck Owens, Roy Clark, and all of those guys on that station. So if you love that classic country, be sure to tune into that. And that's the reason you're doing music today, is because of those classic influences. And if we're talking about your music 20, 30 years from now, not a bad deal, huh?
Well, I hope it has that type of longevity. But those guys were, and the ladies even. I mean. Bonnie Owens, Leona Williams, you know, Leona still performs.
Oh, we love her. I've interviewed her and her son Ron in a sit-down interview in a theater here in Branson, and we've been friends ever since.
Yeah, they're good as they come. You know, of course, Jeannie Kendall, Jeannie and I worked a lot of
her
shows
too.
together, and Mary Lou Turner, she's up there. You know, her, Bill Anderson had some duets, and but I mean, these are genuine, good-hearted people. I mean, good people. They will go that extra mile for you.
Yep.
So, and pretty Miss Norma Jean, she used to have a show up there. And, of course, she was on the Red Foley show back in the Ozark Jubilee back a long, long time ago.
Yep.
And then when the Porter Wagner show came on the TV, of course, I told Norma at a later date. She recorded one of my songs with me that I wrote, and I told her, I said, you were the first girlfriend I ever had. You know, she really got it.
Told you, hey man, you're a great singer. You need to do something with that voice.
I don't know. I blame me. My ability to sing on cornbread and beans. I mean that's my favorite meal, and you know, whenever we're traveling, that's what I usually stop and eat. You know, when I order something. But I don't know. We just we had a lot. My entire family for generations were. You know, you hear about the migrant workers and stuff, and everybody singing in the cotton patches, bean fields, or wherever. You know, back when I was a kid, that used to happen. So somebody'd start a song, and everybody all the way across the field would be singing that song. You know, just in a little while. You know, so but kind of took your mind off the hard work and the hard times and the weights of the world. You know, music is the best cure for anything, I think.
Boy, that generation that you